We do get a chance to talk to Micah finally, and he was what we imagined he would be. How has he grown in this year?
You know, he's so much further ahead just as a linebacker than what he was. When you think about a year ago, you know, finishing up with 15 practices in the spring, he's got a much better understanding of the will linebacker. You know, he's gaining a better understanding of the defense in its entirety. He's trying to master his craft and be better at some technique things that you know, he needs to improve on. But you know, as I've said, he's a very hard worker. We've identified the points where he's got to elevate his game and to be the player he wants to be and can be this fall. So he's still got some good work to do ahead of him.
Now you have Lance and Brandon who are kind of in that same situation. Can you give us an idea of where those two guys are after their first spring practice?
Yeah, I'm pleased with both those guys. They're very talented, a lot of length, cover a lot of ground. You know, they both are conscientious and want to be right, and that slowed them down a little bit this spring. I think with Micah last spring, he didn't know what he didn't know. And yes, in some ways that was a good thing for him. And these guys really,
could you explain that?
Well, you know, he didn't know when he was wrong, and he just played fast and chased the ball. You know, and these guys have played linebacker and played more at the back end, and so they have an idea of things. And sometimes your mind can tie up your feet a little bit. But those guys both made good strides this spring. I'm very pleased with both of them.
PJ Musfer was mentioning that he's working on cleaning up the little things in his technique to take the next step, you know, in his position. How much have you seen a player like PJ in his position? What is the on-field end result of that for someone with as much talent as he has?
Yeah, you know, guys, sometimes PJ was a guy that thought we wanted to see him make more plays, and that really wasn't it. It was striking his key and being gap accountable and playing on their side of the line of scrimmage and chasing the ball better. Some of those things that you know, he emphasized this spring and improved it, for sure.
Brent, how much faster is this group that you have this year, and what areas and what strides has Jan made this spring?
You always get me with them good Jan questions.
I have to.
I like talking about Jan, man. This is a fast group. They're playing fast. His peers, his coaches. He does things. He's so smart, so intelligent. You know, Jan's going to finish his master's degree here in another few weeks, and he's like, it's what he is out there. You know, he's a graduate student of the game, and I'd like to see him be more vocal, be a little bit more of a commander, the way Jason Kabinda was, and take charge of things a little bit more pronounced. But he's had a great spring, and I'm looking forward to him having a big senior year.
What's it like to flip the switch from this intense focus on the team into now a couple weeks of recruiting, I guess almost a month or not more of recruiting travel?
Yeah, you know, we've tried to have a healthy balance. You know, in the spring you don't grind it every day with your players and with football. So on those off days we'd spend time watching film, and here lately getting a plan together, where we need to go and how we need to go about our travels and who we want to see. So you know, the most important thing is this next week we have evaluation meetings with our players, talk about the strengths and the weaknesses, and you know, feel good about some closure with our guys and giving them some healthy feedback. And then you know, we have a good plan to get out there, and we've got a great product. There's a lot of excitement, and you know, we've got a good head start on the class. So you know, we're looking forward to it.
Brent, are there any special qualities that separate a good defensive end from a great or an exceptional one? And do you see that in any of the guys that you have on your roster?
I think we've got a lot of talent at our end position. You know, we love length and guys that can run. You see more and more our guys you know, are making plays in the perimeter. Look like linebackers at time, and then they go rush the quarterback. You know, I think we've got a special group right there. And you know, I think anytime you got guys that can cover ground and a great first step and threaten those tackles, and you know, at the same time be able to play laterally and get to the numbers, they've got a good group.
Everybody knows what Yetur and Shaka can do. Tell us about the other guys in that group that maybe we haven't seen as much, obviously.
Yeah, I think a guy that jumps off the charts just from a skill set is Jason Owe. Very powerful, very fast, natural pass rusher. Coach Spencer has done a great job teaching him the techniques, of first and second down play. You can't just rush the quarterback every snap. And then Daniel Joseph is a guy that's been around here for a little while, and he's quietly grown into the position. He understands the defense very well. We're excited about what he can do. And then obviously a healthy Shane Simmons. Can't wait to get him back out there. At times he's really flashed and gotten us very excited. So I'm anxious for that. And there's some down the line guys there. Nick Tarburton's a guy that redshirted, that is physical and has played linebacker. He's got good spatial awareness. It's a talented group.